I'm here with Ryan, 1-1. Very different from what we saw during the week. Your thoughts on the game today?
It wasn't a great performance, but at the same time, you can't knock Mikel Arteta. He had one eye on Real Madrid. We're in a position where we need to, hold on to this lead at the Bernabeu, and he's going to have his best players out there. You can understand the rotation of the squad. We're going against probably the best team in the world, and we need to have the best available team out there for ourselves over there. So I am disappointed in the way we've conceded the goal. If I'll be honest, it's sloppy, and also again, just up front, we're not scoring. And also, I need to point this out earlier. I said it earlier in the season. I got side-eyed by Cesc. Yeah, mad side-eyed at Chelsea away. Yeah. I said Martin Odegaard, as much as we love Martin Odegaard, sometimes his decision-making and confidence, Also, he's it's almost like Messi on the right foot. He doesn't want to use his right foot. So, and I do get really, he's taking too many touches and it's getting concerning. And again, he's going to go to Madrid away. That's where, he's got that, he's going to have that anxiety there as well. So I'm going to be really concerned. Well, I'm going to be honest and say I am concerned about him at the moment.
No, you know what? I think you're quite right, because where I was sat, there was a few people around me that were expressing frustration. I think there was a moment in that game that summed up Odegaard today. He picked up the ball, cut in on his left foot, space opened up. We think, shoot. Yeah. And then he put a pass to his left, and we're thinking, nah, man, you should have shot. So, but I think with Odegaard, it's a confidence thing. Yeah. What did you think of Martinelli's performance today?
You know what? He's there. He's regressed in the last few years, in my opinion. But he's shown a lot of glimpses, and he's still one of our brightest sparks. He's someone that we're going to need at the Bernabeu. Yeah. So I don't think we can afford to squander any opportunities there, because they're going to be on it. They're wounded. They're at home. That's their yard. I'm kind of shook going there. I'm going to put my hands up and say I thought we'd lose at home quite convincingly.
Oh, really? Yeah?
I'm that kind of person. I'll keep it real. I've been dragged online. This whole £1,000 for Robbie bet. I wasn't trying to gain from that. I'm going to lose £1,000. No, that's what I'm trying to say. People are thinking I'm trying to gain. It's nothing like that. That's how much. I'm not trying to say I had no faith as such, but when I see performances like this, yes, it's not going to transfer. It's the same way we drew at Everton away, and we came here and we had a Mazza. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really concerned about, again, our lack of firepower up front.
Today was always going to be different, but give me some positives today. I'll start. I thought Saliba was very good today. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, but that to me that's default now.
Standard.
I'm always gassed about Saliba, and again, he'll be against Real Madrid. Besides the start of the game on Tuesday, nearly everyone played well. Yeah. So like Saliba, bright spark. Kivior as well, minus the goal, I think everyone was to blame at the back there.
It looked like we switched off a bit there.
Yeah, we switched off. And this is what I'm saying. We can't. If we're switching off against Brentford, we cannot switch off at the Bernabeu. And this is what's getting me shook, because we've seen loads of evidence as the season's gone on that we're capable of switching off, and it's like when we can't do that against these teams. People are talking about the final already. It's like, look, we've not...
Final?
I know.
Semi-final,
I know. Yeah. Listen, I'd rather get PSG, Villa now to play us than Emery, all of that. And people are forgetting. It would be like a copycat of 06. I was there. Barcelona again. And again, trust me. Barcelona as well. This Barcelona is way better than Real Madrid at current. 100%. They're unstoppable. I'm actually sure it's going to be. Do you know when we played them in 2011? You remember how powerful they were? We went there. We didn't have us looking. I think Jack Wilshere was man of the match, and no one else. Even Fabregas is anonymous that game. So this is what I'm saying. We're not going to get another Nicolas Bentner moment. To squander if we don't actually hold.
Was you a little bit surprised that Sterling never got any minutes today? Because I thought playing Martinelli the whole game, he didn't have his best game for me. Yeah. And Sterling, okay, I know he's not been great this season, but his last game, before he missed a few games, he was man of the match. So I was a little surprised he didn't come on at all today, especially given that Martinelli, we need him for Wednesday. He wasn't on his best form today. Was you a little bit surprised he didn't get no minutes?
Yeah, no,
Sterling?
100%. Yeah. I think, what I'm actually going to say, because everyone's always saying I criticise Arteta. I think he did the right thing, and he brought the players on like Saka, let's give them some minutes before they go out to the Bernabeu and play potentially the whole game or next to the whole game. That's what should have happened with Sterling. He should have started this game. And I think these are the kind of games, on paper, I thought we'd win this 2-0. Yeah. So there you go. See, I do predict wins, innit? Yeah. So I thought we would win. I thought we'd win this game. And Sterling should have started, and we should have had, again, Trossard should have probably come off. as well, because I don't think he had his
he
best
wasn't
game.
no.
But Trossard's hit and miss sometimes. Sometimes he has the game of his life. Like, Old Trafford last season and 1-1-0. Even early in the season, like, he's been our guy. We kind of had the false nine as well as the left wing. But like today, he wasn't showing. But I think overall, our attack wasn't great. Partey scoring it.
Yeah, that was an amazing goal.
World class. Listen,
Didn't want this apparent
yeah. We even though he was playing inverted, he was playing inverted. He was playing inverted right back. I do get. He was playing inverted right back, and I get concerned about him at right back. I do think we're a bit exposed, but again, I'm okay with that today, because obviously we need to have Timber can't play 90 minutes right now. He's still in that position where he's recovering from that completely from that injury. So I think decisions-wise, Arteta didn't get it completely wrong, but again, Sterling should have started, and we need to sort out the defence and the mentality.
And just finally, just very quickly, as we're closing up, Wednesday.
Yeah.
How do we approach the game, and how do you think we're going to do?
So the best way to approach the game, from my opinion, 3-0 is a very, very good result. We can't take that away. But I feel like if Madrid get an early goal and they get, in that first 20, 25 minutes, mentality, that's their yard, it's the Bernabeu. And they're actually annoyed at us because we've been mocking them. As in, not me personally, like, our fan base get carried away. So they've been mocking Real Madrid. They're thinking, no, we can't be losing to Arsenal. This team doesn't win trophies. We're 15 times. They're pointing at it all the time. So this, from my point of view, we need to score one goal. Just one goal, and I can't see them coming back from that. But if they get an early goal and we're only with the 3, I feel like they can at least equalise, probably win, and maybe even take it to penalties and stuff. So I think that's the best way to approach it. Try and score a goal, then do an athletic on Madrid, Diego Simeone thing that they hate. They hate that. Yeah, part the bus.
Okay, man. All right.